Hola, mi gente, and welcome to
Stays Crunchy and Milk.
If you have questions or comments, queries, statements, or otherwise, we have multiple ways to be reached. Twitter is, of course, the best way for those that need instant gratification, and the show's Twitter feed is @SkimPod. That is SKIMPOD. That's where I like to fight. For the more patient amongst you, the email address for the show is podcast@stayscrunchyandmilk.com. That's crunchy being spelled with a K. We're available via Apple Podcasts, Stitcher Radio, TuneIn Radio, Google Play, Spotify, and a partridge in a pear tree. And of course the website, stayscrunchyandmilk.com. Please rate, review, subscribe, and share the show. And a band plays on here at Skim, and to that end we provide you a Podcast, a musical discussion podcast built on a hip-hop foundation, and you know what? It's dope. Our personal Twitters are Tatum216, Lunchbox2099, your host, the Internet's Tayrell713, and me? Well, damn it, I'm the real ODP.
It stays crunchy. It stays crunchy and milk. It's episode 317, and one of those numbers will stick. What's good, people? We back at it from the quiet confines
I gotta run to the store. I'm gonna go
of 230 Huron Road East and Susie Soup.
So,
Sort of quiet. Quiet in that they don't have music bumping today.
yeah, that's what I was gonna do. Yeah.
Loud in that people are just loud. but what am I to do?
Right on. Except for,
I mean, I'm in a situation, not the other way around, you know.
the opening the other day.
Plus, every now and again, like if you go listen to the older episode, all you gotta do is like just lean to listen to Barry. You can hear folks going clear as day. Conversation going down. It's like, wow, y'all are really just out here talking. Right here on my recording device. I guess I'll do something about that.
I think cell phones have like made it so that people now are just like whatever.
Yeah, we're accepting everybody hearing everybody else.
Yeah, there's no secrets anymore.
Well, I would hope most of those conversations aren't of the secretive variety, but you know what? Who am I to deny? Who am I? But we out here, man, just doing the goddamn thing. I'm eating. I assume Dan packed.
I did pack.
Anthony always packs, so I'm the only one eating here because I didn't pack.
I've been packing for years, but at the same time, like I guess it's safe to say my metabolism has been at a high uptake, and I've been hungry as fuck after I eat. Like I eat breakfast, then I eat lunch, then like I have some snacks in my bag. That shit ain't been making it, so I need to start packing more. I would like to get a new lunch bag, but I'm gonna wait until some more of the clearance start coming out here in the near future.
I thought about getting a lunch bag because I've just been using shopping bags, and like those are going away here soon. But like I don't like use like one a day and throw it out. Like I've been using it like a whole week until it like gets a tear in it or whatever.
Yeah.
But I feel like a lunch bag might make it like more official, make it more adult than carrying it in a giant Eagle bag.
This is real talk. This is actual lunch, people. We out here. Xander did not want a lunch bag this year, so Lil does have one. She got a real nice one. Actually, I got it from Walmart. So the lunch bag game is official, but I guess if you're in high school, you just throw your lunch in the front pocket, your book bag, one of the pockets of your book bag, and keep it moving.
Yeah. Yeah, I had to pay for my son's lunch.
They don't let him back?
He can pack, but
okay.
I don't know. I'm not that I don't trust him, but he probably eat that shit before lunch comes. Like we've been putting a little snack in the side pocket, and sometimes it make it, and sometimes it don't. And I don't know what the rules are as far as like him eating it, because he can just go in his book bag and go eat the snack. Who say he can't go in there and just start snacking on his lunch? So I don't know. I'll figure it out as time goes on.
I packed my children's lunch their entire school history because they are picky, sort of. Lily probably would be fine with it with school lunch, and they're not ever. So. It's just that's just the life I've led. So I don't know school lunch life. That's interesting to me that you ride out that way, because I know how picky. Oddly enough, you're the picky one in this situation.
I'm like I don't know if I'm picky. I feel like I'm just streamlined on the way I eat. I know I want this. I know I want that. Like being picky is like I'm like Like I know exactly what I want. Like when I go to a restaurant, there's not much hemming and hawing with me. I'm like, I know that's not gonna get me sick.
Yeah.
I know, like
it's rare I go to a restaurant without having fully
Look at
vetted
the-
it.
yeah, look at
you
the
know what I'm saying?
menu.
I don't go in the like, oh, let's go visit here. Like, no, let me research some things before we get up in there.
I'm kind of like that. Like I know what I like, but I'm also willing to try things.
Yes, I am willing to try things, but due to the fact that I don't eat certain things, that kind of hinders it a little bit. But like every time, like especially like I remember when we went to Florida, and
God, I feel like it would just be littered with options for you, though.
what in Florida?
Yeah.
I mean, it was, but like so every time we went somewhere, not every time, but like especially like when we were picking out something, it's like, oh, that looks so good. I should get that. Or like when we go get pizza, my pizza's always going first. I'm like, no, man, y'all can have pepperoni and stuff. Start eating y'all shit. Stop eating mine. Like
I got this for me. Yeah.
I mean, it's not just for me. Oh, so we made pizzas the other day.
Yeah.
The boys made theirs. Emery was eating the toppings before it even was. Like, come on, man, you gotta stop eating. We gotta put in the oven. But
Or I could just eat this cheese right now,
yeah,
Daddy.
I can eat this cheese and sauce right now in handfuls. And like my pizza was very, very streamlined. I'm like, no, I don't want any tomatoes. I don't want any. I don't want that kind of sauce. And I remember texting my girlfriend. I'm like, I don't like yours. I don't want any more yours. I didn't tell her that. That was in my head. I was watching. Was it Beginners with Babish? But I have cast iron skillets, but I never really made a pizza on one before. And it turned out really well. Walmart has some dough for $1.
Vanessa just bought it. That's funny. That's crazy. We were just talking about it.
It was better than I thought it would be. Like I usually get some from Aleshi's Italian Market.
Yeah.
And cause I think it's like theirs is crazy. It's like $2 for $1. At the other one it was like $5 for $1. But that one closed down. So I got a couple of them, and even with rolling it out, still puff back out. So that's the sign of a really good dough.
Yeah.
Where you can, take the roller to it and it still
Come back, spring.
Yeah. And I won't be going out of my way to go to Aleshi's anymore. Because first of all, I mean, I'm always very rare of weary of going into like an Italian place where it's like we're really Italian. I'm always a little bit skittish.
We don't want to have to do the right thing. Is what my man's saying.
Yeah, so Walmart is evil, I guess, but
Bro,
I'm just saying there's so many different things.
I just hang out with their big brother, Sam's Club.
I fully accept that. Corporations is evil by design.
Yeah.
Capitalism is evil by design. So I just gotta, you know what I'm saying? There is no ethical consumption under capitalism, so I just gotta suck it up. It ain't my fault the world went crazy. I didn't make it crazy. I just happen to live in it.
That's true.
So I'm not trying to be shitting on somebody, whatever.
Yeah, and they're the only store that's Mark's one of the only stores that sells a 32 pack of Aquafina, even though I've been drinking less and less Aquafina.
Does Aquafina make a
Alkaline water?
yeah, one you like?
They don't. But I've just been drinking distilled water. It's less expensive.
I've never been a fan of distilled or spring. I like purified.
Well, distilled, I mean, it's a form of purification.
I know, but it has a note to it, and it's safe that I don't
like that. Well, I don't know if it's the taste you speaking of, but I like that metallic taste.
Yeah.
It makes me feel like I'm a robot.
I don't like spring water. It makes me feel like I'm gonna get sick.
Spring water is fuzzy, and it does feel like it's gonna I don't know. Unless it's very, 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 very cold spring water that I just downed, you know what I'm saying, and didn't hang out with for a long period of time, I can't sip a spring water.
And spring water just tastes like dirt to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know, they're saying there's a certain amount of alkaline to it, but still, I don't give a shit. I don't mess with it.
Well, the last holiday of the summer has now come and gone. A few more weeks and we'll slide into fall official. Although some people act like it was fall the moment the pumpkin spice latte came back. I'm like, no, people, we got a little bit.
Yeah, I'm really getting tired of pumpkin spice lattes, like, or the pumpkin spice spirit, because like most of the time it's legitly not pumpkin in it. Mm-hmm. One, even though that's not what my gripe is. There's other fall flavors.
Yes.
Like, what happened to an old fashioned apple, or pomegranates used to pop up around this time of year, or certain citruses. Like, pumpkin spice is just like becoming. I don't like the smell of things for the rest of the year, till spring comes back, because like I'm not a big fan of pine.
Fall and winter, the smells of those seasons are very spicy.
Yeah.
And I'm a fresh smell kind of guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm a clean linen kind of brother. So I hate that.
Clean linen kind of brother.
I hate all the apples and cinnamons and pumpkins.
They can be a little overpowering.
Like, they are. It's overwhelming when you just go into your local Giant Eagle and they got the little bags of
the pine cones out front.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
God damn, it's like a cinnamon and salt. Stop it.
I could be like that, like in like a Bed Bath and Beyond, like a Yankee Candle kind of place, where just so many fragrances that like I get overwhelmed.
I could almost give you a headache.
Yeah.
Yeah. Close, but no cigar. So, yeah, I definitely understand how that goes. But I also like this downhill. You know what I'm saying? As we slalom out of the year.
So today is going to be 88. Okay. And then it's like 6. It doesn't get above 70 for the rest of the week.
Yeah.
Today's 88. I thought I wasn't supposed to be good over 70 today. Did that change?
I guess so, because like I check the weather for the boys every day. It says 84. It feels like 82 right now. So maybe it's just gonna be 88 in my neck of the woods.
So we already getting there. You know what I'm saying? As we start to.
You can tell because like. Yeah, it's been a very warm summer. It's been
a hot girl summer.
True, but at night it's been only like maybe a week or two for the whole summer where it's just like unbearable, and usually we have like a month or months of that. Mm-hmm. Like it's been really cool at night still. So yeah, those I'm thinking we're gonna have a early fall, and it's we'll see how it goes, but this is going to be cool for the rest of the year, I think.
Yep, you got this hurricane whipping the Bahamas and Florida up right quick. Currently, it's hurricane season until November, I believe, is how long hurricane season goes. So it's been, I don't know. It's interesting.
If I'm not mistaken, right, hurricane season is until February.
I thought it was whatever till November, but hey, who knows?
Because when we were looking up going to Florida, that was just like one of those wonky things. But I could be wrong. I've been wrong before.
I'm not gonna argue the point. It's from here to here. So that's all it really is. I just I don't know. It's just an interesting time. Like I said, it has been. It's been record shattering hot everywhere, but not here.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
They can have it.
And that's been interesting that it got up to like crazy temperatures even in Alaska. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like at some point hotter in Alaska than it was in LA this year. You know, and it's wild how stuff like that goes down. Except for like I said, right, kind of in our bowl of the wood. You know what I'm saying? Right in this Lake Erie situation where we had torrential rains.
Yeah.
So much so the farmers is like fucked in Ohio this year.
What did they mess up?
A lot of the crops from the summer, spring and summertime crops just got ruined. It's like they said. It's probably. I was listening to NPR this morning. They said it's probably one of the worst seasons in years. So it's just wild out here, weather-wise, and I I don't know. I guess I should be talking about just weather on my show, but you know what I'm saying? Whatever.
Weather is part of life. I mean, especially like this time of year, like you got to know how to dress your kids.
Yeah.
You got to know how to dress yourself. You got to the things that we eat are affected by that.
Yeah.
Like maybe that is why they got pumpkin spice latte. When you can get spices anytime, but like if your crops is messed up, like I can't use those apple cores or the peels to get my fragrances popping.
Yeah.
Pears or whatever have you.
Pears.
Shout out to pears.
Oh my goodness! But what's been going on with y'all worlds? I don't need to know the very detail oriented whatever's, but what's in your mind, on your heart, whatever.
I went to go see Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
You guys went to go see a movie?
Yeah, we my mother my girlfriend had a bee in her bonnet. It was like, what are we doing this weekend? I was like, well, we can go to. We were talking about going to the air show.
Yeah.
I'm like, I want going to the air show would be nice. She's like, we're not just gonna sit on the sidelines. We want to get in them planes and stuff. I'm like, yes, that's what part of going to the air show is. I read many books to get a free air show ticket.
Yeah.
But then so I think really what she was getting at is like, what were we gonna do? Because I asked my mother I was talking to her. She was like, "Do you want me to watch The Boys today?" I was like, "That wasn't why I called, but if you want to." She was like, "Yeah," and then, God damn it! And she was like, "You mean we can go out and do something?"
People get so happy about hearing that sword slash.
Oh, I do.
You make the world a better place. Don't you be worried about that.
And she was like, "We can just do something." I'm like, "Yeah, the boys are taken care of."
Yeah.
And she was just like, "I'm not being a bad person," but like, no, it's fine. So we went to the movies. With I had a Impossible Whopper in one pocket of my sweater, and then some hot fries in another one, and she had a grilled chicken sandwich in her purse. That Impossible Whopper, boy, it's
so
pretty
good, right?
It's really, really good. Like I have, as an adult, nothing to compare it to as far as eating beef goes. But it's a smoky, grilly,
salty,
sandwich.
Yeah.
Like I've been eating turkey and chicken burgers because like I don't eat a lot of veggie burgers. I really don't think they're that good. Like they're mostly dry.
Yeah, they're dry and crunchy.
But hold on, I had some crunchy parts in this. Like I had this is my second Impossible Whopper. Like towards the end, I had a little crunchiness. That it wasn't terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Like. You can.
But I'm talking about like when it's crunchy. It's like the whole thing is crunchy. Like it's just way overcooked.
No, this wasn't way overcooked.
That is the second Impossible Whopper that Vanessa got. That was the experience, and she enjoyed it, and I thought it was absolute trash. So
yeah, I like dynamic contrast in the sandwich.
I do eat we talk about. I don't know if we talk about it on the show. We talk about it to one another, but like I said, Vanessa do the shopping in my house at this point, and so. She been leaning more vegetarian in her consumption, so I naturally become that way too. So, but she give me the Boca turkey burgers, and I know it seems weird to get like a veggie turkey burger, but I very much like them. I cook them on my cast iron almost always, a little oil down in the pan, and
you got a burger press?
No, but they said these made already, so I'm saying so these already formed, these pre-formed. So,
but along with a burger press, because you are a man who eats a fair amount of grilled cheese sandwiches.
True.
The one I have is shaped like a phone.
Yeah.
Put it on top. Get that even all the way around.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Well, I've kind of locked my technique down at this point. You know what I'm saying? I get the pan hot, lay them down, put the lid on top so they're kind of convex. You know what I'm saying? Convection cook them. Mm-hmm. So then they'll because they already you can just eat them whole. They're just vegetables. You just warm them through basically.
You can leave them on the counter for an hour and come back.
Yeah, but I like getting a little crust on it. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, that's why I put it on a pan. I flip it, let both sides get a little crust. Then I throw cheese on it, put the lid back, turn the heat off, put cheese on it, put the lid back on, and let the cheese melt real good. Yes, sir. That's my lick, man. So I ain't eating no dry burgers. No dry veg burgers at Castle Wilson. But that's just that particular Boca turkey brand that she gets from Walmart. So I guess they got to be anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So that's my veggie burger of choice. Not knocking Impossible. Like I said, she had it twice, and one time I had a bite, and I was like, that's a tasty burger. The second time I was like, that's a grisly ass burger. No, thank you. So my experience with it, my mileage did indeed vary. But what'd you think of the movie?
I felt like it was good. I think it could have been 20 to a half an hour shorter. I think it is a good movie, but it is his second worst movie because I don't like Reservoir Dogs that much. I don't like Reservoir Dogs. I'm gonna say it's his second worst movie.
Okay.
By his, you mean Tarantino?
It was a lot of talking, and his dialogue wasn't as snappy as it usually is, and it was more pulling out the heartstrings or trying to get you to not really pulling on the heartstrings, like kind of sympathize with one of the characters for what he was going through.
Okay.
And what he was going through was the fact that he was losing, or his acting career was going down the drain.
Yeah, his fame.
Yeah, his fame, because he was a good actor.
Yeah, he used to be in westerns, right? That was his claim to fame. He was a western actor.
Yes.
Yeah.
But like it's a flip back and forth between that and a fictional version through a historic lens of the Manson murder.
Yeah.
Which I've always thought, ever since I was a little kid, why the fuck did Manson go to jail? I know why he went to jail.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to it, they, in my opinion, nobody else's, I think they had a hard-on for him and wanted to send him to jail.
Yeah.
Because he might have drugged the people, or they partook in drugs together.
Yeah.
But he didn't kill nobody. He didn't really, honestly, when it comes down to it, he didn't do anything besides like, I mean, you can tell people to go kill somebody, but at the same time, like, do you get life for that most of the time?
Probably not. And it's like, and I don't know. I can tell somebody to do any number of things.
Yes. Like, yeah.
Go clean your room, and you know what I'm saying? But I mean, am I getting convicted on that?
Yeah,
I can't call it.
I feel like just like Tarantino wrote this whole movie because of his love for Sharon Tate.
Yeah.
Like and the way she was killed. That is why he went to jail for that long, because like you got this starlet that's coming up in the world who was pregnant, and there was this like the way like they carried it out. There was like, I mean, we are cutting our house on this bitch. Everybody getting it.
Yeah.
And like he spent, I think he had been Charles Manson had been in jail. Like he at the point where he was 32, he had already spent 16 years in jail.
Oh wow!
So it was just like
that's impressive for not even a technical adult.
Yeah.
Like out there brainwashing people at 15, 16.
Yeah, he must like he had some magic ass powers to just like come out of jail, like pretty much pimping people's minds.
I mean, like most people are like, I ain't gotta listen to you. You can't even buy cigarettes yet.
There's a 60. He probably could have bought all kinds of things, cigarettes and liquor and so forth. So.
Yeah. Shit, you can't even buy cigarettes in Ohio now until you're 21.
Okay, and that's
which I'm cool with because I don't like smoking anyway. So.
Yeah, when we get to a point that can't buy cigarettes at all, is when we'll celebrate.
That's another thing. So we were just looking on the internet the other day at home, and like, did you know in Ohio, you know, like liquor doesn't ship here, right?
Yep. I've been to many websites where they're like, oh, you're in Ohio? Fuck you. Get off my website.
Yeah, but I can buy an AR-15 for... Look, first, how much do you think an AR-15 costs?
I guess like $1,000.
It's a rifle, $350.
I thought, I was like, man, them bitches must be a super expensive. It's an AR-15. Don't things cost like $185? That was like a good one. A shitty one you can get for like $159.
Well,
like I was just like looking on.
Because I've seen handguns in cases that were like $300-400.
Yes.
Yeah.
AR-15 costs less than a
like a Glock.
Yeah.
Yeah. A Glock. Yeah, Glocks cost more because of the panache of them.
I'm sure like a shotgun or a standard long rifle.
A shotgun is what we were looking at, and the AR-15 was just at the bottom of the page.
Uh-huh.
A shotgun is like like a low end one, 159.
Not like the shotgun when you buy it, like you put it in the cart on the website. how, like, Amazon will be like, oh, do you want, like, professional installation or whatever? Like, with the shotgun, does it have, like, a sawed-off option where you pay, like, $70
First
to
of
get it
all,
sawed off?
you can't saw off a shotgun because that lowers the thing, and that makes it a weapon of mass destruction. Because what you're doing is, like, you're modifying the weapon. So you can't do that.
No, they're modifying the weapon. You're paying for the service.
No, if you want to purchase one, like it's different ones with different barrel sizes. Mm-hmm. If you saw it off or have somebody else do it, that's a weapon of mass destruction, and you'll get more time if you get caught with it or if you do something bad with it. Like, I learned that the hard way. Well, I didn't learn it the hard way.
All right, so, like, what's the qualification on mass destruction?
Okay, so...
Like, there's got to be levels to it. Right?
See, it's levels to it, but when you're black and poor, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Assume you're white, and, like, they're just going to arrest me if I do it.
So no matter what, that, like, say, for example, I know somebody who had a gun of that ilk, and he had, like, held somebody at gunpoint. So what they got him with is having a weapon of mass destruction, got him kidnapping because he made somebody walk in front of him, like, to get away from him. Like, you walk, get out of here. So assault with a deadly weapon, or attempted assault with a deadly weapon, or mass destruction. They just, like, they'll pile it on.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's the thing that I learned when I did jury duty. Is, like, a lot of people don't understand, like, what the true definition of kidnapping is, and that was the thing that I had to argue with my fellow jurors about. Because they explained,
my fellow jurors.
Well, no, because
I'm
it was
just a small
because it was the thing where, like, they told us what the definition was, right? And then, like, I know I've talked about it on the show in the past, but, like, I remember, like, and I'm not trying to be racial, but the people that, like, didn't want to agree with the definition of kidnapping were the black jurors. They're just like, that's not kidnapping. I'm like, it literally is the exact definition of what they told us: impeding another person's ability to move freely. He fell on top of her and pinned her down. That's technically, by the definition, kidnapping.
He fell, or he
like, he
jumped
put,
on.
like, they according to the story, she tripped, and, like, he tripped on top of her and held her down in the driveway while everyone else got out of the house and ran away. Like, his like, the people who, like, were doing the break-in, he pinned her down while the rest of them skedaddled. So, like, technically, but they hear kidnapping, they think, like, someone walking down the street and the car pulls up beside them, and then they grab the person around by the mouth and throw them in the trunk and drive to a warehouse and keep them tied to a chair.
So it's the loosest term of kidnapping is what he did. Like, he might not.
Well, I mean, even in your example, like, the holding them at gunpoint and, like, refraining them from moving a certain way, that's technically kidnapping.
So
that may not seem like it because it doesn't fit the movie description, but
it's like when they tell you to see if a noodle done, you throw it against the wall and see if it sticks.
It's the letter of the law versus the spirit of the law.
Yeah.
So I get it. They was leaning toward the spirit in their mind, but you was going by the letter because the letter's all we got. Sometimes.
Well, yeah, the letter's what they told us to go by.
Yeah. So I truly.
That's why it was. That was the plight of my jury duty experience. Was just like trying to explain to people that we can't just make up the shit, like, based on how we feel. They gave us the facts. This is how they told us we have to apply it. We have to make our determination based on the rules of the application.
Yeah.
Not like what we saw in some movie back in the 80s.
That's because Denzel was in it.
Well, I mean,
I don't feel like he kidnapped her because he didn't use chloroform. Like, that shit
Where do
don't
you
matter.
get chloroform from anyway?
Apparently you can buy it on Amazon.
Amazon probably has everything.
No, I'm serious. I was listening to a podcast last Friday, and the person on the podcast said that you can literally buy chloroform on Amazon.
What's it?
What is it
what's
for traditionally?
I mean, yes, we realize, yes, television has said it's for, kidnapping people in the traditional sense of the phrase. But what is chloroform actually for? What is one you use chloroform for?
I have no idea.
Oh, well, there you go.
Just like I was watching.
I always thought it was just something plants, like, secreted and people use it to...
That's chlorophyll.
Oh.
So, I maybe I shouldn't even say this, but, like, I know, I know exactly what it is now. Now that I had a moment to think. VHS cleaners, they use it for poppers as a sex drug.
Okay, so I typed chloroform into Google.
Don't do that shit on your own phone.
Too late. And if anything, they're recording our conversation, so they know that this is purely for...
Actually, we're recording our conversation.
That as well. But my phone's doing it, too. I got a backup. But, like, all right, so I typed chloroform into Google, and like they have like the sponsored things at the beginning. The very first item for sale, it looks like a children's book.
The no cry nap solution. I could have sworn I've read that chloroform is like deadly and difficult to use right. Maybe I've been taught wrong, but holy cow!
I'm gonna look up uses. It is used as a solvent for lacquers, floor polishes, resins, adhesives, alkaloids, fats, oils, and rubbers.
So it's pretty much like a solvent of sorts, and then like somebody discovered if you put it on the rag, put it on somebody's face.
Chloroform is used to extract drugs from plants.
Oh.
So there's like a picture of like a plant plus chloroform, and then like it says equals pills.
So somebody probably was just lacquering tables and stuff in general. Had a old chloroform soaked rag, and then held it up to somebody's face one time. And they slumped out, Three Stooges style. I'm assuming that's where I saw that. Maybe Scooby Doo.
I mean, most of our childhood movies and stuff is problematic.
Yeah.
Speaking of problematic, have you guys watched Me, Myself, and Irene lately?
Probably like 3 years ago.
Pretty problematic. I watched it like 3 weeks ago.
What about it? A lot of Jim Carrey movies now have become around. You're like, man, it was a different time, wasn't it? But what in particular in this particular?
I mean, it's like all the Black Sun stuff is pretty bad. But then like the part where he sucking on the breastfeed of the lady.
That is a sexual assault, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he does get real like dirty towards Renee Zellweger.
The hell is a Renee Zellweger?
I didn't even get that far to see her parts.
It's like when he like turns into the bad version of himself, and he's like talking to her. He's like real short with her and like real sexual.
And he's a sexual. Yeah, that guy.
And I mean, and like let's be honest, like this is kind of like the Revenge of the Nerds, where she thought she was sleeping with the good Jim Carrey.
Oh.
And like he like. I don't know.
Pretend like he was.
He pretended he was the good Jim Carrey, and then like the next morning, the good Jim Carrey wakes up and is peeing, and like
his pee goes everywhere.
His pee goes everywhere,
like,
and he yells, "Renee, why am I peeing like I was up all night having sex?"
Oh wow!
Yeah, so like it was, yeah.
That is problematic.
I mean, like no, but like. In that scenario, it's technically the same person. It's just a different personality. So is that still Revenge of the Nerds-esque?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know.
Because like each person they're in the same body.
They're in the same body, but it's like
But it's not like they got like separate birth certificates and shit.
Yeah. So if me and you were what's those twins? Siamese twins, right? But then like.
I think that's different though, because
see, even if we share the penis, right?
Yeah. If we share a penis at that point, I don't know how you can differentiate it. Like,
but, okay.
You put in like this is Anthony's penis.
Well, okay, so but we both have brains to control it. Like, if me and you were Siamese twins, and like we are like meet a woman and you talking her up, right? But then I fuck her. That's wrong. Like,
but wouldn't I also at the same time be doing it because I'm also there?
It depends. Like,
but
if
you just said we share a penis. How,
we do.
If I'm talking her up and like we go
and you
in,
like her, you bring her home.
We flip a coin to figure out who like takes priority.
I like.
Can't we both chalk that one up?
Maybe I just like it. Usually, if I'm doing it, you got on your headphones and your blind mask, or
but I'll have to be helping you because I assume if we're sharing a penis, we're also sharing like a leg, so you're gonna need me to help you thrust.
We got 4 legs, but we got 4 legs and 1 penis.
This is the Siamese twin conundrum. You're saying I got Joe and buy the business in.
Yes, we got 3 legs and 1 penis.
So we have a leg going up through our dick.
No, we got a leg like kind of together. But
well, all right. So you in your scenario, like the penis would be on one person's side, so it'd be like
it's in the middle.
Like they would, but it can't be in the middle if there's a leg there.
We're awkwardly formed. Like we gotta lead to something like this. But the point is, you was asleep. She was like, I don't know how.
I'm not gonna be able to sleep if you're shaking me.
Chloroform your ass.
Go night night. Oh, this pussy goes.
There we found another use for chloroform.
Yeah, but
Knocking out your Siamese twin.
but I just kind of feel like, yeah, like if it's somebody else, like that's not who she wanted to be. When she wanted to be with the other dude.
Yeah.
Even if he had 3 people.
I feel like in that scenario, though, you can only date people who are into multiple people in the bedroom.
Probably not illegal, uncool. How
It's
about
questionable, yeah.
that? Yeah, all right. Yeah, I don't think he can.
Yeah, because how could you prove that in a court
For
of law?
sure, you couldn't, because he could just be.
No, he was diagnosed with whatever the blood.
No, I mean, like, if she thought she was sleeping with the good Jim Carrey and it's the bad Jim Carrey, but then, like, she wants to sue, how are they going to prove in a court of law that it was actually the bad
And who's
Jim
she gonna
Carrey?
get money with? Because they only show one.
Yeah, so again, I'm just gonna let that one go. Uncool, man. Uncool, Jim Carrey.
Always
So,
uncool.
yeah, I can't call it, man.
Like, I finished the last season of Iron Fist the other night, and
Man, you really were dedicated.
yeah, I wanted to get it all done. And that last season, Iron Fist 2 was only 10 episodes,
Yeah.
so that shaved off a night of watching. But the character in that last season was Typhoid Mary, which I had to look it up on Wikipedia because, I mean, I'm aware of, like, who major comic book characters are, but, like, not the accessory comic book characters.
That's interesting how they have like different characters like that, like Solomon Grundy. Well, not Solomon Grundy's in a different universe, but like named after
Real people.
historic people.
Mm-hmm.
Like Typhoid Mary was just like, was she the dirty lady that coughed on people?
Yeah, well, that's what my mom says when people cough around her.
Oh.
But, well, Typhoid Mary was, like, one of the personalities of Mary Walker. So, like, Mary Walker was someone in the show that was, like, sort of like a Jim Carrey thing where, like, she had, like, her main personality, which was, like, a timid, like, quiet, hopeful, loving person. Then there was just plain Walker, who was, like...
A Texas Ranger?
Kind of like, sort of like a spy.
Okay.
And then this is where it sucks that they canceled Iron Fist. Well, all the shows really, but Iron Fist in particular, because this last season definitely was set up for like another season.
Yeah.
Because like they kind of alluded to the point that like there was a third personality in this Walker lady, because they both thought, like, I guess when she got captured in Sokovia, and like they were holding her prisoner and doing stuff that I'm not going to repeat. And the good personality of the main character, or the main personality, thought that the spy personality had gotten them out of the hole and gotten them saved, and vice versa. So they each thought the other person was responsible. Mm-hmm. So like when she recorded the video thanking her other personality for saving her, and the other personality watching was like, wait a minute, I thought you did that. That's when they realized, oh shit, there's a third personality up in this motherfucker.
And that's Typhoid Mary?
And that was Typhoid Mary, and that was going to be like leading into the third season, but Netflix is like, nah, bro.
That might be on Disney.
It is on Disney. Once Disney started saying, we taking all our shit off you, this contract is up in 2020, everything goes away next year on Netflix. Netflix was like, well, I ain't making no more, man. Fuck you.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks, because like Daredevil, that last season was kind of like whatever, but like it wasn't bad enough to the point where like I wouldn't have wanted to watch more.
Yeah.
Punisher was really good. Defenders was fine. Luke Cage ended up on a part where it's like I was interested to see where they would have taken another season. And then Iron Fist, this last season was only 10 episodes, but it was more enjoyable than the first season. Like, I hated that fucking first season. Like,
Yeah.
But the second season, it was fine. And, like, they definitely ended it. Like, I'm not saying how they ended it in case you guys ever feel like watching it. But, like, they definitely ended it where, like, you were excited to see where it went from there. Like, there were so many different avenues that they opened up on the end there that, like, it would have been interesting for another season. But, like, they're just like, nah, nope.
Well, I feel like, one, Disney owns all these characters now, so it's like, at some point, maybe things can come back around. Different actors, different everything. You know,
I saw that
we'll
they're
see how
going to
it
open up
goes.
talks about SpiderMan again this week.
Yeah. Apparently, the rumor I saw was that Sony wants to be able to use Spidey in the Venom movies, and that's one of their one of their desires in these contract talks. So we'll see how this goes. I truly think.
Where's Venom at?
San Francisco in his movie.
No, I'm talking about what studios? Is
Sony.
Yeah. Sony owns the Spider Universe. Disney came through and was like, yo, man, what can we do to get Spider-Man up in the MCU? And they came to terms. But now that contract is up. And so it's time to re-up, and so let's see if we're going to keep it moving or not. And Sony is being...
Disney was like, we want more money.
Yeah.
We want like a 50-50 split. And Sony was like, nah, bro, we you were doing all the work and we were getting all the money. That was cool with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it's just multi-billion-dollar conglomerates just, swinging their dicks because they feel that they got to. Reality of it is, man, it's like, when it comes down to it, you're going to come to terms. You know you're going to come to terms. I know you're going to come to terms. Everybody's going to be happy about it. And you just keep motherfucking moving.
I would like to come to terms because I would like a Maximum Carnage movie. And I know the Fantastic Four got a little bit to do with the, with some of that stuff. I would like to...
Yeah, with separation anxiety and all that.
Yeah.
I would like to see some of that going on, but... like, this whole... Like, I was listening to WTF this morning. I'm not, like, big on Twitter, so... Like, I know he said he was going back and forth with people from, from comic books saying that he, was hating on them. And he is.
Oh, he did. He said something. People were like, because he's in what I don't know what movie or show he's gonna be in.
He's in Joker,
and he was like, I don't, because I'm an adult. I don't watch I don't do whatever. And so people were like, man, fuck Mark Man, or whatever. That Joker movie, 10 out of 10 on IGN right now, and doing pretty decent on Rotten Tomatoes.
I'm very, very wary of it because like Joker. In essence, is crazy for no rhyme or reason.
Yeah.
This gives it a rhyme or reason.
The Joker trailer, though, has been interesting to the point where, like, I'd watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we should go see it in the theater.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I would.
That matters. I'm saying, if you're like, I will wait.
I would definitely watch it at home, and I feel like if I had nothing going on like a particular weekend and it was out, like, I'd be willing to go see it to kill a couple hours.
I mean, I just feel like the two heavies in DC, it's only like 3 people I ever liked in DC. That's Lobo, Batman, and the Joker. And like, it seems like no matter what, we live in a space and time where everything can be done right.
Yeah.
Like, Batman has so many people. And like the crazy thing is, the best meeting we ever had is when we were kids and we were introduced to it. Like, week after week, we got to see Scarecrow and, like, Killer Croc and all these things done the right way at 10 years old.
Oh, yeah, dude, those 90s cartoons were so good.
Yeah.
Like, the Spider-Man one was good, the X-Men one was good.
Box set of the animated series.
The Batman one was so good.
Yeah, and like, it can't be topped. I know
Superman was also there.
I don't know. Superman just never.
On the real though, if we just like take a look, if you just step back, of the Batman movies, 1, 2,
Which Batman?
the last 3, the Nolan series. So
Okay.
it's like let's say it's about 10 Batman movies out there, right?
Yeah.
Like, most of them are pretty good. It's
Yeah,
only
most of them are pretty good. Like, I really like
Batman and Robin, Batman and
Batman Forever.
Batman Forever are awful.
Batman and Batman Returns.
Justice League is terrible.
I haven't seen any of those.
Yeah, Justice League is just so god awful. Suicide Squad.
I thought it was going to be worse.
Yeah,
I watched it on HBO, and it
That's
was.
the way to do it.
Yeah.
that's the point. See, that like, it was just tears. Like, you know what I'm saying? You watch on HBO? Yeah, okay. You know what I'm saying? Whatever.
Yeah, like, I watched Aquaman on there like 2 weeks
Vanessa
ago.
did too, and she said it was so bad. What did you think?
It was fine.
Yeah,
I didn't have high expectations, though, because I don't give a shit about Aquaman.
When we've been given,
But are you gonna give a shit about Namor going against the Black Panther?
when I've been given my favorite movie of all time in Endgame this year.
No, but I'll watch it.
You know what I'm saying? When I've been given great, okay, man, I'm just not wasting my time on it, man. I'm just not to be bothered.
Well, I mean, like, when I watch it, it's not like it has all my attention. I'm still playing games on my phone. Like, I'm laying on my couch. So it's not like I left the house or anything.
Yeah.
It was like ultimate convenience.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm just like, them DC movies, man. They I heard Shazam was good. I hadn't seen it, but I've heard.
I heard Shazam was good, but
yeah.
maybe it'll be at Redbox when I get at T-Mobile Tuesday.
It is. It's at Redbox. I mean, as long as it, like, if they,
Come on, T-Mobile Tuesday.
It is Tuesday. Check your T.
It ain't on there this
Oh,
week,
okay.
but I do get. I got a free Whopper.
Oh, okay, well, that's what's up.
But, all right, so, like, with the Batman movies, though. Yeah, like, the Batman, which I probably feel like I should rewatch, because I haven't seen it since I was, like, young, to the point where, like, I don't even remember watching it.
The first one, Tim
The
Burton?
first one,
Okay.
yeah. So, like, I should probably rewatch it. Maybe even Batman Returns, because I know I've saw it in theaters and stuff,
Yeah.
but I was so young that, like, I don't really remember it that well. But those, like, I remember thinking they were fine.
Yeah.
obviously, yeah, Batman and Robin and Batman Forever. Like, I saw those, and as a kid, I was like, oh, these are Batman, these are good. But as an adult, looking back on it, no, they suck.
Yeah.
But then, like, you get the Nolan ones; those are good.
Mask of the Phantasm, which is a
I was just about to say the animated Batman movies were good.
Probably one of the best Batman movies out there. Mask of the Phantasm.
Even like Sub-Zero was good.
Movies.
Yeah. You like? I didn't. Some movies are fine. Not fine. It's better than fine. It's good. You know what I'm saying? But I think Mask of the Phantasm is great.
Medium popcorn.
Okay, they did a Mask of the Phantasm? I have to look that up.
It's the newest one.
Oh, well, there you go. That's what's up.
Medium popcorn.
I saw Mask of the Phantasm here in what was then known as Hoyt's Tower City Cinema, back in the corner of this very structure that we sit here right now.
I remember
Christmas Day, because it came out on Christmas Day. The year it came out.
We went and saw it when it was at like the Dollar Theater or whatever.
Up the road that burnt down?
No, we saw it at the theater on West 150th, like by Brook Park. There used to be a theater.
Yes.
Next to the Marks. I remember when my
the
stepmom.
exit signs is always too bright.
I remember
cast on the screen.
Yeah, I remember when my stepmom drug us there to go see that, like when it was in like the Dollar Theater.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dollar Theaters are something that is dearly missed.
I was going to ask you, do we have any like cheap theaters
No, I
anymore?
think so.
Well, Tuesdays, the movies at Cinemark are like $5.
Yeah, and I think AMC does something on Tuesdays too, like $4.
I think a lot of like the movie theaters now are trying to push you to join the rewards clubs.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that
Cinemark
like
got a
you
new
keep
one.
coming because they think you're gonna buy popcorn every time at like $15.
I got a shitload of points at what's the theater at Great Northern? Regal. Because I go see all these damn. So I go see all these damn.
Around here, it's Regal, AMC, and Cinemark are the three big players.
Yeah. So I go see all these damn movies, these Marvel movies, and I take my whole damn family and it just stack.
Well, I can't wait till the boys are like 6 or 7 and I can just be like, hey, I'm going to the movies. I'll see y'all later. Y'all stay home.
It's a delight, man. So like, I don't know which way Joker gonna go. I don't know. I don't like the way he looks. It does not make me think, "Oh, this pulls me in." I've had the Joker's look forever. When you go tweaking it like this, I'm like, this is not what I know.
Yeah, I'm half-heartedly interested. Like I said, I feel like his whole being is chaos.
Yeah.
So I like to see it. Opening weekend. Probably not opening weekend, but and I'm kind of wary of the director, Todd Phillips.
Like I said, that's what somebody they saying he crushed it, so I can't call it, man.
He crushed old school, but is he gonna crush the Joker? We'll see.
I don't know. What do you think? Any of the movies coming out this year? Y'all are like, I can't wait till that come out.
I really
Star
don't know
Wars
what
is about the only thing.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, ooh, can't wait to give me some Star Wars.
I don't really know what else is coming out for the rest of the year.
Frozen 2. Don't know if you ever saw Frozen.
I did see Frozen.
Yeah.
I know Dan has a whole theory about Frozen.
Oh, I'm telling you right now, if this turns out to be the thing, you heard it here first. In the Frozen trailers they released so far, if you listen to the music, the way the music kind of sounds, it sounds a lot like Moana's music. And I think what we're going to end up having is a bringing together of Disney worlds. It's like the Disney cinematic universe about to pop off. And if it
You
turns
think
out,
Moana's gonna be as Frozen?
I think these worlds could crash together. Like I said, go watch them Frozen trailers and listen to the music, especially if you listen to a lot of movies.
That would be a hell of a surprise. That'd
Like
be
maybe
pretty
she's
sweet.
freezing the ocean, and Moana's got to calm
Like,
the spirit
no,
of the
bitch.
ocean.
Yeah, so
Moana's got to put her hand on the ocean, and be like, "Calm, hot girl summer's over."
Yeah, so I don't know if it go down like that. They become a Disney cinematic universe, and this is where they set it off at.
I mean, like,
Didn't they do
they kind of tease a little bit in Wreck-It Ralph with all the other princesses
about
and
to say.
shit.
True. So that's popping off in this situation.
And Danny Fernandez, what up, boo?
Bruh, I just want to marry you to her. I just want y'all together forever. Except she really hate Ohio, man. Nothing I can do about to make that shit better.
What is that?
Danny Fernandez.
Oh.
That's in her IG story.
Did she got something new right there?
That's what it seemed like that, because I'm like, I don't remember it looking quite that embezzled.
Voluptuous.
Yeah.
That baseballish.
I mean, if he who hosts Nerdificent with her now hosts Who Shot You on Max Fun. He took over for Ricky Carmichael. So he has yet another podcast. That's kind of dope. So that's a movie podcast if y'all ever look for that. You know what I'm saying? I will always shout out podcasts because I do a podcast and I love podcasts. So that's how we rolls. What time is it? How we looking?
It is 2:11. Sorry, Reverend. Yeah, I need some more books to listen to on Libby.
I got to get the Libby thing taken care of. I downloaded it, but obviously I don't have a library card.
Yeah.
I did download Audible, and I installed the free trial to get like the free 3 books.
Yeah.
So I'll cancel it before the first payment comes due at the end of the month.
So after I listened to that,
Life hack.
the first of the Wheel of Time series, I went to go to Libby and see when I could get the next one. 26 weeks. So I was like, I was just talking to Dan about Audible. Let me slide over to Audible right quick. I got the second book on Audible. Just ran through it. I finished it yesterday, and I was like, "Fuck, man, I'm gonna get these other books." And I found some torrents, and I'm like, I'm trying to be a better human being about these things. But then
Get one time around this rock.
Dude, that's the thing. Like my parents, I'm not to cut you off.
Yeah.
But like my parents stopped over yesterday. Like I was just laying on the couch, relaxing for a little bit before I started.
Oh shit! Put away the pool. Mom's coming.
No, it wasn't like that. But like they stopped over to like drop off some things and just see how I was doing. And like I was watching Amazon. I was watching YouTube on my Fire TV.
Yeah.
My stepdad's like, "Oh, do you got this installed on there? Is that jailbroken?" This. I'm like, dude, I haven't pirated shit in like years at this point. I'm like, I wouldn't even know where to fucking begin on pirating.
On YouTube.
No, but like going and download movies and shit and like music and all that. Like I pay for Spotify.
Yeah.
I guess I'm pirating the logins for other people's Netflix and shit because they're not my accounts. But I didn't go to the internet to steal them. They're in my house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I'm like, I don't have like some cheater thing installed on my Fire TV jailbroken and shit because I'm like, I barely have like it was a struggle to finish to watching Netflix. Like, am I really gonna go look up some other shit?
It's for real. And that's basically what I came down to. But then I was, of course, I don't get another Audible book till next month. So I was like, where can I find this at? So there's a couple of sites on the internet. One was archive.org, which is a known legal entity. They had it, and you could just download it. But then some other site was like, here it is. Here are the audiobooks. They are streaming. It doesn't seem like a risky site or anything like that. It's like called Audiobook Joy or something like that there. And it's right there. And I started listening to it this morning. And I'm like, one, I love the people that have reading these books. But anyways, the Wheel of Time series by Robert Jordan. It's fucking fantastic so far. High fantasy type shit on some. It hadn't got Game of Thrones deadly yet, but it is definitely Game of Thrones, Lords and Ladies kind of shit. And I'm telling you, I'm very much enjoying it, and I'm kind of happy to have this have a new series of books to kind of go through.
When I downloaded Audible the other day, I was like, man, I wonder if there's any promo codes anywhere so I could see if I could score something.
Every podcast that ever.
So like, but not for the sign up, but like if I could get like a free book or whatever, like. So I went to Twitter and I was looking and I found like authors are just like, hey, I got a book on Audible, like email me for a promo code and I'll give you a code to listen to my book as long as you promise to like give me a review.
Yo.
So like I went emailed this lady. I was like, hey, fuck it, I got some time, I'll listen to your book. So she sent me the promo code and I downloaded. I haven't listened to it yet, but I will. Like, I mean, like 3 hours. If I don't like the book, I don't like the book, but maybe I like the book. I don't know.
Sure.
Maybe it was free.
It's only 3 hours long.
Yeah, it was like the recording is like 3 hours and some odd minutes.
Yeah. Because that's like a short story at that point. That's Ducky. You know what I'm saying? So we've been talking. You, the listener, you don't understand. We've been talking about getting into books. So it's just the season of it too. This time of year, it's a good time to sit and read and or listen to books.
Well, I mean, I think what it was is like I started listening to the Barstool Sports as part of my Take podcast, and like some of the wrestling podcasts I was listening to, like I got kind of bored of.
Yeah.
And so, like, I'm sitting at my desk, and, like, I was listening to, like, the same music over and over and over and over again. I'm kind of bored with that. And so, like, I figured, like, Audible books was just something that would be a good use of my time.
Yeah. I dig it, and what it has done is put me very behind on my podcast. So today I've been podcasting. Today I'm going to go through, knock on some podcasts. As I drive back home tonight, I'm jumping back in my
I listened to like part of my Take put out an episode this morning because they were all off for the holiday yesterday.
Yeah.
So I listened to that, and then I did whatever little bit of work I had because we just came back from the holiday yesterday, so it's kind of slow. Plus, it's the beginning of the month for me.
Yeah.
So like it doesn't really pick up for me for like another week and a half. So like there was like a really long article on the Browns on Bleacher Report, so I read through that before I dive back into anything streaming or anything like that.
Yeah. So we out here, babe. If you got a book recommendation for any of us, I will gladly I listen to just about anything. I'm a sci-fi mystery kind of guy. I don't know. I dig it. So that's kind of where I roll at in my book situation.
I'm a comedy drama guy.
everything I downloaded so far, which I haven't actually listened to any of it yet.
Yeah.
But I downloaded my free book from Amazon, and then they had like you could pick 2 from their originals.
Yeah, they're all originals.
Yeah, so like most of the things that I downloaded so far are geared towards more like self-help and like just self-worth.
Yeah.
Like I downloaded The Secret, which was like a book.
I heard about that book. I don't know what I never knew what it was about.
Yeah, I've heard about it for a couple years, and like I wanted to read it, and so like, I went ahead and I picked that as my free Audible book because I was trying to find it. Like the problem was I was looking at the torrent site that you sent me like on my phone, and I can't obviously download a torrent on my phone. So it was like
I would think on Android. I would think on
phone
Android
is the safest space to download a torrent on because you got so many different things in place to cut it off on.
But I needed wouldn't I need a program to put the torrent back together?
I have no idea. Like
No,
it's Android, so I don't know how it works.
Once you download it, I mean, you can go into your downloads and it defragments it right away.
Huh.
I do it all the time.
Fair enough.
But like the moment an album comes out, I'll be like, oh shit, I gotta hurry up. This is like the first day it came out.
So that's what's going on. But The Secret, what is it about that book that drew your attention that you think?
It's a secret.
Secret's out. A couple years ago, there was a wrestler in WWE. He's not there anymore. He does like a podcast, and he has his own like line of nutrition supplements, and he just recently started a YouTube channel and stuff. But when he was in WWE, you might remember him, Ryback.
I know that name. So.
Daniel Ryback?
No, Ryback. Well, his name was Ryan Reeves, but he legally changed his name to Ryback so that WWE he couldn't stop him from using the Ryback name.
Oh wow.
Yeah. But anyway, like he talked about how because he was on the original Tough Enough show that they did, and he got cut like 4th or whatever, and he said that like he was so down because his dream was always to be a WWE wrestler, and that after he got cut from the show, he was working at a restaurant in like Kentucky or something, and he was like super depressed and like not talking to people and like just like feeling down, and someone like gave him that book, and it like kind of like changed his life and turned him around. So I was just curious about like what the book was about. It seems very popular and like highly reviewed. So I haven't listened to it yet. I'll probably start it tomorrow just because like I'm getting later in the day and I'm out a little early for bowling today.
Well, we shall take a peek and poke, and you let us know how that goes for you. I told you already. Wheel of Time. Check it out. So if you get down with fantasy shit, don't worry about it. But it's time to go make this money, or pretend. I got a short week this week. It's my birthday this week. Your boy's getting his vacation on, and I'm kind of hyped for it. But that was episode whatever number this was. Trust me, at the beginning you'll know, and it'll have it right there on your show notes. I just don't know. So what am I to do at that point? But share that with you. But thanks for coming by. Thanks for kicking it with us and giving us a listen. Hope to see you next time. That is the I don't know what I was about to say.
Bam.
That is Tatum216. That's Lunchbox2099. I am the Interstate 713. You have just been podcasting too, and I know you loved it.
Well, I'm the Emerald Lagasse.
I saw somebody.
He got me too, didn't he?
They was talking
You
about.
got me too?
Well, my neighbor was just talking about his air fryer / dehydrator / rotisserie thing the other day.
Oh shit!
And then I'm on TV. I'm on
YouTube.
I'm on the TV yesterday. Just actually clicking through channels, and I see Ninja makes one. Same thing, Instapot / rotisserie rash, whatever. And then I watch YouTube when I watch this. Eater has this show with this restaurateur. I'm going to say Elaine Choi, but that may not be her name. I might give you the link in the show notes. But she actually was testing somebody's Instapot's version of the air fryer. Does this, toaster oven does that, does this, that, and she went through and said the best thing about it was the rotisserie because it hooked the chicken up cold blooded, but everything else was whackness.
There's actually an article, so I looked it up because I'm like, I don't think that what I said was right. He didn't get me to it. It was the other guy with the ponytail. There's actually an article on Match.com that says the real reason you don't hear from Emerald Lagasse anymore, and there's like a whole article about it.
Oh, because you know how to stay quiet.
There is some one of the headlines in the article is his show had some legal problems in Florida, so I'll peruse this later.
Fair enough. Maybe we'll let you know, Lexi, what happened to Emerald Lagasse. Peace.
Adios.
Hey, what happened beautiful. He is to be beautiful.